From IBM TV, International Broadcast Media, this is your report from Washington. There are 55 days left until the presidential election. The newly renovated Rose Garden at the White House is undergoing extensive repairs due to shoddy construction, including significant drainage issues. The problems are so bad that when the First Lady spoke during the Republican National Convention, the RNC covered the entire lawn with AstroTurf. The South Lawn is also severely damaged, rendering it unfit for Marine One to land. For now, Trump has to take the car. On the campaign trail, Trump has been busy. Trump will announce today that he is withdrawing troops from Iraq. Trump is planning to release a potential list of Supreme Court nominees in an appeal to his base. The peace agreement between the UAE and Israel will be signed at the White House next week. Trump signed an executive order yesterday expanding a ban on new offshore drilling in the Atlantic, particularly around Florida. Trump also announced that if the House investigation into Postmaster DeJoy reveals that he illegally contributed to Trump's campaign, Trump would immediately fire him, creating more turmoil at the post office just before the election. Trump further admitted his campaign is running out of money after squandering over $1 billion and pledged to self-finance his campaign for the next 55 days. Further, Trump accused the military of perpetuating war to keep the military-industrial complex happy. Trump's Department of Justice has asked the court to allow it to replace Trump's personal defense lawyers and instead, at taxpayers' expense, defend Trump from rape and defamation charges. Finally, Michael Cohen, Trump's former personal attorney, believes if Trump loses, Trump would resign and seek a pardon from Pence. It is unclear if this would include the rest of the Trump family. Joe Biden will be in Michigan today unveiling his economic recovery plan for America. In other news, India reported over 89,000 new cases today. India also announced that schools would reopen for students in grades 9 through 12 and that the Taj Mahal will reopen with a limit of 5,000 tourists each day. The UK announced that it could break an international agreement as post-Brexit negotiations heat up. At the same time, Britain announced a ban on groups of 6 or more as officials continue to combat the spread of COVID-19. And Australia has green-lighted funding for 2 potential vaccines. We shall see. Finally, the COVID-19 death toll from Johns Hopkins University is over 189,680 American souls lost and 898,020 global souls lost with no end in sight. That is your report for this day, September 9th, 2020. From IBM TV, International Broadcast Media, smart television for a smarter global community, from dictatorships to democracies around the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. I'm Bill Trezevant.